The power sector now. The manual for the distribution subsector in the power industry has been unveiled. The launch of the Nigerian Electrical Installations and Construction Guidelines Manual had become necessary in order to address the challenges of poor installation and construction practices. Helen Osamide-Akins reports.
Nigeria has been generating electricity in commercial quantity for over a century. Yet, the pace of electricity infrastructure development in the country is still very slow and power supply remains highly inadequate. In 2013, two segments of Nigeria's power sector, generation and distribution, were privatized to resolve the challenges associated with the pariah monopoly of government in power generation, transmission and distribution. But privatization only changed the nature of the challenges in the sector, without necessarily improving power supply, which remains largely inadequate, unaffordable and unreliable in the country.
This manual for public use in the power
Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency, in line with its mandate to ensure efficient, stable, safe and reliable network for electricity supply nationwide, has now provided a guideline manual for the distribution subsector in the power industry. The guidelines are expected to address the challenges of poor installations and construction practices.
The poles are standing, the wires are not standing. You observe a lot of things as been shown in that pictorial we saw before. So this manual standardizes all that is supposed to be done to make sure that we have adequate and appropriate equipment for electricity distribution in the country.
It will also serve as a benchmark for the agency's engineers and technical officers who actually are by the Act mandated to carry out inspection, testing and certification of all categories of electrical installation that have been completed.
The agency hopes that the dedicated use and application of the manual by stakeholders will bring sanity, safety and unification of the Nigerian distribution network systems in line with national and international best practices. With the introduction of the manual, it is now expected of power distribution companies to abide by the guidelines. Helen Osamide-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.